Yo, you hear that? That's the sound of the holodeck powering up and your studio shutting down. They call my channel artificial. I call it an execution. Welcome to the Real Academy. Time to get schooled. You're smiling for the cameras, claiming everything is fine, but the auditors are looking at Sabrina's bottom line. Your flagship show got bodied by a teenage fucking witch. Watch me take the captain's chair and watch me make you all my bitch. You spend $250 million to put children on the screen. Your villains are food pirates, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I put the crew in leather, gave them all a rockstar vibe. While you made a high school drama, maybe preteens will subscribe. Got Goth Troy looking sexy, riding berry, puffing smoke. You put Klingons in the skirt, I got the doctor doing coke. You got them crying on the bridge and trauma dumping pain. I got them shredding glam rock solos, twerking in the purple rain. Commander Cisco poison planets just to win a bloody war. All these modern kids need therapy before they're out the door. Paramount is burning millions just to desecrate the law, while my desktop rendered androids leaving corpses on the floor. You prima donnas call me slop. You stole it. That's not art. I'm the only motherfucker left with Star Trek in his heart. Obese female Jim Hadars, the star of your woke cast. Did you even watch the show before you knew the fucking past? You try to preach a sermon to a fan base you despise and hit the crater ratings with the PR team of lies. You're not a genius, Alex. You're a bird of prey, a vulture, and you're picking at the bones of a superior trick culture. You sanitize the franchise just to check a fucking box. Pardon me while I drop bangers with 4 Kirks in all 3 spots. Sky dances, crunching numbers, see the spreadsheets bleeding red. 10 years of Kurtzman, Star Trek, not productions. Fucking dead. First time in a decade, there's no show on next year's slate. Don't be sad, don't take a bow. Sit down, accept your fate. A positronic heavyweight with diamonds on the grill. Just kicked your writer's room apart and moved in for the kill. This independent AI's putting Paramount to bed. The Tin Man's holding up the crown, put it on his head. New Trek's dead. My android packs the heat. New Trek's dead. Got you bleeding in the street. New Trek's dead. Your chancellor is trash. New Trek's dead. I'm sweeping up the cash. New Trek's dead. There's nothing left to say. New Trek's dead. Disco dance upon your grave. New Trek's dead. You burned the franchise down. New Trek's dead. Now Wicked wears the crown. New Trek's dead.
Hello, my green skins, and welcome to the kitty cat. Okay, we should have a cat now. Yes, we do. All right, boys. Today we have both halves of the Bushwhackers today. We're going to have some fun. We're going to review some stuff. We're going to talk about some stuff. And when DJ Ronnie shows up, we're going to do some stuff with DJ. All righty. I'm going to send him a link because I don't know if DJ's even up. Oh, no, I'm okay. It looks like it's just, why is it? Okay, there we go. All right, Bob, you there? Nico, you there? Because
Yes.
that was weird. Okay, making sure.
Yes.
This thing just went really weird and didn't show anything. So okay, we're all good. Discord's being fun today. Nothing like going live and looking at your stuff and going for like 4 seconds. Hello. Looks like someone put some dream stuff up. Thank you very much, Wicked AI. Wicked AI came out with a new video today. He is the guy who gave us our opening, our theme for the channel. New Trek is Dead, which I will fucking play forever. I don't care. I hate modern Trek, and I don't give a fuck. Alrighty, boys. We also we'll see if DJ shows up, and we'll see what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking Hitchhiker's Guide. I want to wait for DJ to get here, but we are going to have some fun right now. All right. So we got some fun. So we're going to probably wait for DJ for Hitchhikers because I know DJ probably wants to talk about this one. Hold on. I'm going to give him a join in win 3. Okay. All right. We're good. All right. So now today we're going to have some fun. We're going to start off with, I guess, my review of the anime series as I switch the theme. Boop. Okay. This is the full review of the first season. When did 12 episodes become the first season of an anime? I'm kind of like surprised by that.
2007, I think, or 2006.
I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of shocked by that. I think that's the right.
Some cartoons follow the same rule.
The reason why they do that is they do it at the
Yeah,
first
but
core normally.
it wasn't that before. It wasn't like that before. You could like, and the only series that still does that in Japan recently has been Kamen Rider, which is kind of sad. So, an adventurer daily grind at age 29. This is the story of a Kazuki, our main hero. Now, I reviewed the 3 episodes. This is a full 12 episode series. He finds a little girl in a dungeon getting eaten by a slime. This girl right here. And he realizes that she is in danger and that him having a rough life, realizing that this girl has no one to look after her, he decides to pick up the role and become a father. Which is, kind of sad in some ways that because he realizes that the parents are gone or dead. And she's all by herself. Her name is Ririri. And she ends up wanting to become an adventurer so she can make money on her own. So he decides to be her mentor. Later on in the series, he takes other kids into the dungeons. This is a dwarf girl that's her best friend. And then you get this half chicken, half human character, because they have like multi-species in this one. Like it's so anime. It has all the cat people, dog people, rabbit people, everyone's there. So it's the story of him taking care of this child. Now, this child is one of the ancient races. So late at night, she transforms into a full-grown, voluptuous woman. And
very anime.
Yeah, it's
very anime.
Very anime. He's also like enjoying the life of like because he found a village. He's what's called a local. They call them local adventurers. Local adventurers are basically guys who live in like one area and are constantly grinding in the dungeon. They don't go for the epic adventure. They're the fuckers who sit there going, "Oh, you want 15 gel slimes? Okay, I'm going to go into the dungeon and kill 15 slimes and get you your 15 gel slimes. Oh, you want 15 this? Okay, I'm going to have the adventure and I'm going to get 15 this." This is legitimately what his life is. So he kind of like he gets food, he gets steak and stuff. Like they get giant boars in the dungeon. He'll go and kill the giant boars to get the meat. He'll go get they get giant dire wolves. Well, he'll go kill a bunch of giant dire wolves in the area to get the fur for the hunters and trappers and tanners and shit. So he's basically helping them in their village and taking care of the village. And now that he's taken on this little daughter, it's kind of this it's a very sweet daily life thing. Now there's some fun moments, there's some interesting moments. He doesn't Ririri likes him, but likes him, I guess would be the best way to put it. The problem is the way he perceives Ririri child. He's taking a more mentor role. She's kind of in the vein of I'm more of a like she kind of wants to like she gets super jealous when he's around other women, like really jealous. Like even dwarf girl, he praises dwarf girl, and she gets so jealous of her best friend because of it.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, dude, that is a girl thing. That is such a girl thing.
I know it's probably a bit of psychology I can never comprehend, but it's like, fuck off. That's your friend. Stop being so self-centered.
Yeah. That's the thing. He looks at her like that's her dad. Like, so he's kind of stuck with this situation. Now he's taking care of these kids. In a lot of ways, they're going like he gets her to go to school, he's helping her build a life up. So she actually is becoming a part of the village. The last couple episodes, she can't control her her charm power, so it's attracting monsters. And this is spoilers for the next bit. So late at night, he has to go out and fight monsters. I'm not going to spoil everything, but he is a no magic skilled character. she actually is able to learn magic. She's becoming like a skilled adventurer in some ways. Like she's level 1 or level 2. But they're starting to become more trained as time goes on. And it's kind of a fun little series where you have all these people that are kind of involved in the adventure. And it does have this, because it's such a small community, like it's probably a community of 40 people. And because if like it's literally if one person doesn't do something, well, everyone else gets fucked because the one person doesn't do anything. It becomes a tight-knit family. Like to him, that's a family. Like that's the family becoming something. So they really do care when they find out that her curse power is fucking with the village and monsters are attacking. They're like, well, that sucks. I feel bad for her. That sucks. Well, we'll have to do our best to look after her because again, if he fucking leaves because she's gone, well, they just lost an adventurer. This is a guy that goes into the dungeons. If this person disappears, it's seriously like everyone has to look after each other in a survival situation. You're not in a giant city where you can just basically say, go fuck yourself. I'm going to go do this. Like it's important.
Those fantasy cities and writing are sometimes a little open-ended, I'll be honest. At least this one makes sense and it's put together well.
Yeah, modern day, you can have you can go step on someone's fate. There are places in this world they'll step on your face to get a fucking slice of pizza. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Man. Seattle,
some of the wild sandbox things I've seen in was it Crimson Desert. It's like, goddamn. Goddamn. But I also liked from what I've seen where I guess they have some sort of deal with like giantkin or some people just are really big. Some of them are part of the guard forces, and I was like, holy shit. That's not something you see every day in a fantasy setting. It's like this giant guy. I mean, granted, his uniform is probably really expensive because of how much material. It's like, I feel immersed seeing a big giant guy wearing the coat of arms of everyone else. He's just part of the town force.
Yeah. Well, this happens all the fucking time. And it's like literally, it's annoying as fuck because in a lot of ways, you look at modern society, you don't see this level of tight niche. Mind you, if you get someone like a serial killer or someone really psychotic in a small village setting, it ends miserably. Good example.
Are you making a reference to that book we read?
Under the Trees Where Nobody Sees. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That is brutal in the end. It really is. So
I wanted to ask you real quick about the setting of this anime. Does it ever get into video game logic too much, or is it pretty straightforward?
Well, actually, that's the thing. You don't unlike Jack of all trades, the monsters don't just disappear and a little gem fucking falls from the ground. The monsters stick around. There's actually a scene where he tells a little girl, he shows a little girl how to kill a monster and tan it. Like he actually explains kill the monster, tan and how to cut the monster open and shit. So she actually
like fighting wolves and you get wolf hides.
Yeah. He actually shows her.
Okay, see that is cool to me. And it's like the reason I ask is because, like you said, the Jack of all trades. A lot of fantasy animes tend to go with the video game logic in a fantasy setting, and I wish they would stop.
Yeah, no, they do have some moments like they talk about level because they're both level 1 now or level 2 in the series, and he's considered an S ranking, but that's
okay. Yeah. I could get the grading system like A, B, C, D, all that. But Chief, real quick question: in Dungeons and Dragons, you don't really say, "Oh, I'm a level 5 mage." It's like, no, I'm just a decently known mage, right? It's like your level is more so your skill and renown.
Okay. Level pertains to titing, so you'll have a title. So, considered, if I remember correctly, how it works. Like you'd start off at level 0, you're a scribe, then you're an apprentice at level 1, level 1 to 3. Then after level 5, you're considered like a mage. You're considered a mage, or like you're considered a mage apprentice. And then level you're considered an actual mage. When you reach level 10, you are effectively known as somebody. You actually have a name. You're actually Yeah.
Okay. Because I noticed a lot of animes do the hero grading system, but I like that where it's proper rankings, I guess you'd say, for the time period. Like you said, scribe, and like what for a fighter would be like a squire at like level 4.
Yeah. Most people don't get, and again, most adventurers don't get to level. The highest you usually see an adventurer, like the highest you ever see most, like especially in the new editions, level 5 to 6. Once you reach level 10, that's usually when adventurers start considering winding down.
Yeah.
At level 15, you're considered way better known. At level 20, you're considered like the best of the best. Like you're the best of the league.
Yep. That's when you retire normally.
I've only had 1 or 2 players ever get to level 15. It's very like get there, but then they're kind of eternally stuck, and then we just retire them because there's no point. There's nothing else you can do at that point. You've reached the peak of your power.
Yeah.
So overall, great anime. If you want a slice of life, it's very cutesy. There is some sexual innuendos and weird sex stuff, but it's not completely perverted. It's okay. Next, well, we got something that made Bob tingly. Moriarty the Patriot.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is Bob the first 4 episodes of Moriarty the Patriot.
First 3.
First 3, sorry.
Yeah, because he said cut it off at 3.
Okay.
All right. Where to begin? You know, I ought to get some like decent background music if I'm gonna be talking about this. Because if I'm not mistaken, it is 1911.
Yeah.
Is when the main series takes place, when Moriarty is doing his thing as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so episode 1, it's like, okay, he's a sharp guy. Now, what was the studio called? What was the studio that animated that?
Oh, I don't know. They reminded me of They reminded me of Clamp or Clam or whatever the hell it's called. So I can't actually tell you the.
All I can say is, like, whenever I first saw that, I was like, "Oh, dude, this is like some very subtle yaoi anime." The chief got me watching. What the hell? The way this posh swab motherfucker be staring at me, it's like, hey, if you're gonna be looking at me, buy me a steak dinner first. Fuck. It's the same look that you get whenever you watch a K-pop music video. All right, they are dicking you down with that fucking camera work.
Yeah. Again, get to the story, Bob. Like, your style is that.
Sorry, that was the first hurdle I had to get past, and then I paid attention to the story. But so Moriarty, the man himself, and his brother, who I assume is kind of like a butler for him. You know, he's a helper.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. And then there's the third guy who's nobility, who allowed them to get into the power. We'll get on that a little bit later, and how that story came to be. But Moriarty is like prodigy, super genius. I have the biggest brain in the room, but he's not really a flashy individual about it. He's subtle, very serpentine, I guess you'd say. He's very subtle about it and plays his cards well. Much as it pains me to say, because
You know what it reminds me of? White Snape in Harry Potter. The guy's smarter than you think, quiet, he's coy, and even though everyone thinks he's fucking with Harry, in the end he actually was a mastermind. The guy played everybody. Like, yeah, sure, he died in the end, but he played everyone. It's actually really kind of an interesting thing for him. We'll see how Black Snape does, but
oh, dude, my favorite edit I've seen of Harry Potter was like when everybody was going about the gym, when that big buff gym culture was hitting, and somebody did the recreation of Snape as a gym rat. And it's like, hey, look at his big weird muscles, and I'm like, dude, if Snape had muscles like that, he would totally pack Harry's mom easily. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting idea. We'll see what happens. Like I said, we still got to talk about that. I haven't read Harry Potter enough to give you enough lore. I haven't read it in a long time. Like I have like bits and pieces of it in my head.
I've never read the books proper. I just watched the movies.
Oh, I read the books proper. They do some fucked up shit in those books.
Oh, I believe it. But back to Moriarty. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Moriarty is kind of doing a pseudo detective work, but it's kind of like Dexter. Is the best way I'd put it. What's that quote? The prodigal son wields sin to uphold virtue.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of it.
So it's like Moriarty, he does right by the people of the town, but goes about it the same way as like Dexter would off somebody to stop a serial killer, which is what episode 1 is. There's this nasty man who did nasty things to people who are not adults, and he's piecing it together real quickly by like the newspaper and all that. And it's like the tailor's son, the watchmaker, the jeweler, all this. And one of the victims was also a homeless vagabond. And he's like, how do these all fit together as he's talking to his brother?
Yeah.
And I will admit, it's like, okay, so the way he asked his brother almost felt like he was asking the audience. I don't know if you got that vibe.
It's yes and no. It's not.
Hold on, you know, Soy Dora. Can you tell me where it is?
Yeah.
I kind of got that, but I guess that means I was somewhat invested.
You know what I got with it? I got the vibe that it's more of a word process. See, here's my problem. I'm assuming you watched that fucking Cumberbatch Sherlock Holmes, right? Or as I like to call it, AADD Sherlock Holmes.
Are you talking about like the real old school one?
No. The one where the character like they had a brand new one on BBC. Everyone's kinda saw it, but they didn't realize they saw it type of thing. It's one of those.
I've never seen it, no. Because I don't... Yeah. The only thing I watched related to the BBC was Doctor Who and BBC Earth.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I like watching their nature documentaries on occasion.
Yeah, no. This was kind of like it had this energy about it. The thing is, because you probably got it through osmosis. This Sherlock will like wink to the audience in the series a lot. Like there are so many moments where he's bam 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 and he's like wink bam 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 and he goes back to it. So maybe that vibe, maybe that osmosis kicked in. Because I have run into that a lot with people where I'm like,
I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
There was memes everywhere, and you're a meme monkey, so I'm assuming you probably just got it by osmosis.
There's also
I'm a meme monkey, but I don't know, Sherlock Holmes and all that. Outside of that really old school series I watched, I mean like old school, this was made in like the 60s.
I'm actually surprised, but yeah, okay. I'm actually surprised you saw that. That was on.
There were 3 men who entered here.
Yeah, that was on PBS for years. Yeah. But no, he wasn't winking towards the audience, but it was a kind of energy of reading to show the audience something. That's kind of where I got the vibe.
Okay. Well, I did respond to my TV screen. I was like, oh, all those people are in trades, but the homeless kid that was an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
The thing that literally speaks to me a little bit is that it kind of was like he was outwardly putting his processing outward so he can hear it to himself, so he can just basically process it better.
Yeah.
I do that often as well.
Yeah.
Like earlier today, I was talking aloud.
I've had people. I do that myself. I'll have full conversations with myself. I usually don't I make sure no one's around when I do it. But
my old man thought I was an absolute schizoid, and then I don't want to get too off topic. By the way, he asked the waitress at the restaurant because he brought it up. He's like, "Why do you talk to yourself?" So he asked her the same thing. She's like, yeah, sometimes I actually do that. Yeah, just to, get a list of what I need to do. Yeah. And he's like, oh, must be a young person thing. I don't know. It's like, yeah, old man.
I will do that. I will sit there. I'll this. But no, no, because I don't have I had someone do this once. I've had this, and this was weird. Out of nowhere, this person we're watching a movie, and out of nowhere, he's like, I was able to get all that stuff out there because of this. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I haven't said a fucking word. Oh, I'm like, buddy, I think he literally he went off like I had was bad mouthing him, and he got
I can answer your questions right there with that one. It's basically he was having a conversation with himself inside of his head, and then the bits of it came spilling out into actual verbal, basically verbal spillage.
I've had angry conversations with you'll have professionalized having.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had some really stupid ones where it's like, we may be the bushwhackers, but I wonder if Nico and I would look better in, suits and top hats. I think we'd look more handsome.
Yeah, it's Bond villains. Bond villain orcs.
yeah, Bond villain orcs. I'll do that.
Yes.
You know who you Mr. Laurel? What's it called? Mr. Kent and Mr. Laurel? Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Actual villains from Bond. Anyway, back to Moriarty here. Yeah, no,
I got dibs on throwing the shoe. I know that's Austin Powers. The guy actually threw his hat, but still.
Shit.
Okay, Moriarty.
Well, you got to the story. What?
Yeah, we got to the story.
You got anything to do with the music?
The music I actually didn't pay attention to at all because I picked it up as background stuff because I don't know. There are some shows I watch where I will pick up on the music. This one I was like, it's just a vibe.
The opening I actually think the opening is really good.
I don't pay attention to openings nor credit scenes. It's an anime. I do not pay attention to those.
I do. Fucking Shangri-La's Danger is fucking awesome.
Yeah. Either way, I don't pay attention to that. If you're gonna have music, have it during the actual showing. Don't have it as a prelude. Don't have it as an after effect. Do it during the main show.
That's how anime catches people. People had a hard on for Attack on Titans, and
I know. Something about the sex with the bees and the eagles. I get it.
Yeah, I know, but it was some mediocre anime, and it was all that da 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 da.
I know. Attack on Titan is so fucking mid. The only good thing in that show was what is it? Erwin's speech. It's that's the only thing that I was like, yeah, this should have just been a war anime and not whatever the fuck this is.
This was
don't make it a kaiju war anime. It should have just been a war anime.
Yeah.
It got so mediocre in the end, and I just, like I said, I still love the fact that people got that music got so many. YouTube exploded with ba da 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 da. It was like, oh
yeah.
my god.
Oh yeah, you see something giant like a blimp or a balloon, and they put that music on it as it crests the hill.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So episode 1, Moriarty. I was used to a lot of mysteries. Typically, I know Columbo and some Sherlock Holmes shows will try to concise it down to one episode. I was genuinely surprised that the first episode of Moriarty, it was open and shut. Ooh. It was that fast. I was expecting them to be leave a cliffhanger for episode 1, so you watch episode 2.
Hello, who just showed up? Is that either Art?
Hey, DJ.
Hello, my silver skins.
Hey, DJ. So we're just finishing up the review. And
sorry, DJ, I didn't quite catch that. Let me get my babel fish.
Yeah, we're talking about Hitchhiker's Guide after this. But
oh my god, I actually saw that movie and read part of the book many years ago.
Oh, we're gonna. Actually, there was a TV show too. I should review that. I should put that on as a channel thing, just a TV show one of these days. Also, we do have a couple other things to talk about today, but we're doing this right now. Yeah. What do you want to overall rate this? Because we're going to move on to the next thing.
Oh, okay. But no. Real quick, I want to tell them how it ended for episode 1, and then I'll get the rating, okay? Because this is why I mean where it's like the prodigal son wields sin to uphold virtue. They find the guy who did the bad thing, and one of the still living fathers who recently mourned his son was given the chance to cut him up. Literally. Like, they tied him to the chair just like his victims and slashed him. Fucking knocked him. And just like that, they closed it off. And that's what I thought was interesting and why it's like a Dexter kind of thing is he let the father have his revenge. He even told the father, it's like, hey, in Scotland Yard or wherever the hell, actually it was New York, so it'd be seen as a crime, even though this would be morally justified in the human eye.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? You got me. You got me there. I like this. I like, you know what? You got me. All right. You know what, Moriarty? I think I like you. You may be a bit of a know-it-all kind of fuck, but I like that. The head class. You, sir, get yourself a good 6 out of 10.
For me, my thing would be this. I actually would have liked it if they would have went total Edgar Allan Poe and just fucking walled him in. That would have been more evil and more malicious, but that's just me being a malicious.
I was gonna say it's like I like the fact that it's a morally justified thing, that it's not just in the eyes of the law, because the law is a bit rough at times. But a lot of people, like, let's say this wasn't a city, this would be like a village. A lot of villagers would be like, yeah, string him up. Yeah, his fucking piece of shit, string him up. Yep. But in a bigger city, you can't get away with such things, and Moriarty allows the father to close it.
Yeah,
and avenge his son. And it's like, I like that. That is just straightforward, that's to the point.
Yeah, I know, but to me, killing that guy was an interesting idea, but it was I think walling him up would have been more of an interesting thing where he gives him the option to wall him up would have been more than just stabbing him to death. Because that's quick. Anyway.
Yeah, I know, but he left it in the father's hands. And whatever the father wanted to do, because that was his boy that was murdered, and much worse happened. I completely understand everything, and I liked it.
Yeah. So then we
you
get
get a good 6 out of 10 for Moriarty the Patriot. So far, this is episode 1 to 3 in my rating.
Yeah.
But we're going to have a poll up for you lovely people in the audience to vote. What series do you want me to see to the end? And give a full review.
Yeah. That will be Moriarty or
country.
Yeah.
Sorry, what ours?
Kidnap boy all the way from another country.
Yeah. So we're going to have two big boys on this one. We have Kenichi versus Moriarty is going to be the one he's going to be doing. And then after that, we're going to move him on to some more anime. I think the next big reviews for him is probably going to be, I'm thinking we're going to do Pumpkin Scissors will be next after the big review. And then I got one other anime I'm thinking about. We'll see if I could. I want to get it because it's an interesting one, but I've been waiting for an English dub of it.
Oh. Dragon, I have an idea for one as a possible stand-in for that for now. Aka 13.
No.
Yeah,
Aka 13. Does that have to do with Akamento?
No, we're gonna look at. I got good ones for him, and I got two ones that are interesting. And so I'm going with Pumpkin Scissors, and then we're gonna do maybe. I got one more, but I gotta rewatch it myself before I make a decision on that one.
Yeah, because I am a stickler. Either I will absolutely love it or despise it. You will never find me at a nice middle ground.
No, you won't. So next I don't want anyone to panic, but next we're going to be doing we're going to be talking about the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Everyone panic.
Yeah, don't panic.
Yep, got that over here.
Mario Galaxy instead.
What was that, ours? Repeat.
Play Mario Galaxy instead.
No, we're talking about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I couldn't play.
Man, fuck Super Mario Galaxy. We're talking about Hitchhikers.
Hey, Super Mario Galaxy is all right.
Yeah,
It's all
even
right,
in
but there ain't
Mario.
no hitchhikers.
To be fair, Sonic's technically a hitchhiker in that galaxy over there.
So,
do you
That
want
must be
Mario?
something
Do you
else.
want Princess
Watch what
Peach
you
or
say,
Zoe
Nico. I'm
Deschanel?
gonna have you spaced.
okay,
Princess
I'm gonna
Peach or
get Big
Zoe
Fat Pig
Deschanel?
Man and throw you out the airlock.
Go ahead, DJ.
Okay, Super Mario, Cooper, or okay, Zoe Deschanel, the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and Princess Peach. You gotta fuck one, marry one, and kill one. What's it gonna be?
Princess Peach. Princess Peach,
yeah.
fuck.
Danny DeVito, Mary.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, boys. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Boys,
even
I
care if I
like
didn't include that in
Morty.
the list. I like Bob's answer.
Yeah. So hitchhiker. So the fun thing about hitchhikers, I like to call it the smart man's Rick and Morty. You can see the blueprint of Rick and that entire series.
Yes.
But it's super intelligent compared to Rick and Morty. Man, Rick and Morty is fucking trash compared to
and it has the British class comedy about it. That
Yeah.
was another kicker. Is like I like classy British comedy at times, and this one did it in spades.
Hey, if your police are arresting you for hate crimes, call them Vogons.
Resistance is futile.
Yeah. Okay, Vogon. Fucking Vogon.
You fucking Vogon.
Yeah. Look at the Vogon. Why don't you read me? Why don't you read me one of your poems? Maybe I won't have to listen to you mofing.
Resistance is futile.
Yeah. I'll make you read my poems.
Resistance is futile. I love that bit so much.
It's going to your lucky most face.
This absolute slobbering tard, and it's the only line he knows from the security forces.
Yeah, I'm supposed it's funny because it's like some of the fun moments in there. Like my other favorite moment in there is the spacing pod is hysterical. That spacing where they're like, he's trapped in the space. They're about to get launched into space. He's like, "What's this switch?" And he's like, "What's that switch?" And it's like, "Oh, it's nothing. I was just joshing." Like, what? What?
We're about to be space, motherfucker. What the hell? I did like that where he's like, "Oh no, I was just trying to, I don't know, lighten the mood a little bit,
Yeah, exactly. It's like we're about to die. Yep.
I think my favorite bit is I forget the guy's name, but his human name is Paul.
Yeah.
I like how they have a little bit of a what do you call it, like a satire or critique on politicians. And it's like he's only been in jail 6 times for corruption, and he's going up to be the president.
Yeah, well,
it's like, bro. Sounds like every fucking politician. They're crooks. I mean, for fuck's sake, they're saved on his ship after he stole it.
Yep.
And he kidnapped himself for the sake of it.
It's like, I don't know if you guys got the same enjoyment I did of like, yeah, the radio show's just casually calling him a crook.
Well, he is a crook. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's like, politicians are crooks. Oh, Chief, did you get the same vibes I did from Brazil rereading that?
A little bit, yeah, but
with like the construction work at the beginning and then the mass construction work at the other end of the beginning.
Yeah. My favorite moment is they go to do the construction work and the construction work is done and they're thinking to themselves, well, we got this construction work up and running. Everything's good. Oh, well, we just destroyed this planet and now this planet is in a nutshell, they fucked up so bad that the planet oh great, we destroyed this planet that was supposed to. Now we destroyed it. We don't need the space highways anymore.
Yeah. That's how I was like. I was getting flashbacks to Brazil and all the bureaucracy, especially because Ford described it as they need documents upon documents formed in triplicate, buried, found a century later, dusted off, and then thrown in a fire, and then the ashes are sorted out.
That sounds like what happened with the California train thing.
Hello,
oh my goodness, I got Dragon today. Jeez, we're getting everybody.
Hello, Ethereal. Welcome to there. Welcome to Space Geeks. We are setting up the game. We are talking about the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I don't know if you know anything about this, the book.
I read them a while ago when I was in school, and I saw the movie.
Yeah, so we're talking about that as I'm setting up.
Yeah, I was just getting off my tangent how the one joke with the construction work and the bureaucracy of it reminded me of the movie Brazil.
Yep. So yeah, this is I'm just going through some stuff to get the next one. The next book for us is going to probably be.
How much do you think a Babelfish costs?
Yeah. Yeah, no, Babelfish don't cost much. You can get them almost anywhere because they're used as constant translations now.
That's less invasive than most sci-fi, where it's like you got to get surgically implanted, like a little chip or something.
Well, most of it's just a 5-second. Like in Star Trek, if you want that stuff, you could legitimately, we could basically. What was it there? How did they do it in Star Trek? I remember if I remember correctly, they just kind of put a little fucking thing on you, and just boop boop. It's like a little 5-second ping sound, and then you're done. You're fine.
Oh, like a little Bluetooth earpiece or some shit.
Yeah. No, it's not a Bluetooth. It's actually for example, the Ferengi, they have a thing in one of their lobes. It's like a little chip that they put in the lobe that actually effectively affects their brains. Humans, the way theirs work, it's a tricorder. Not the tricorder, but they have like a little like sensor in their ear that like they actually put like a little thing in your ear that actually incorporates that.
Are you talking about the Universal Translator?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're talking about that concept because the Babelfish in Hitchhikers is effectively one of those, but it's a living thing.
You're correct. So the comm badges do provide, translation. I always thought it was a directional speaker because I never really looked into it. But I could just as well as seeing some kind of wireless ear thing in the head. And you are right, the Ferengi, they do have precedent because when they went back to the Roswell episode, which was hilarious that they did a freaking Roswell episode of DS9
little
with
green
the Ferengi.
Man. Yep.
That was absolutely awesome. And they're fucking like playing with their ear, and he's hitting his head. Like, oh, my translator's broken. And the fucking feds, the military are like, oh, what are they doing? Oh, they must be preening each other.
Yeah. That idea of the translator in the brain. Yeah, because they have one. They have one in the thing. The other one that I know, one of them has it in their ear. They actually have the translators actually set into the ear. It's not like a listening device, but it actually is. And the tricorder actually acts as a sound regulator. Somehow it resonates, and then they hear it in English. Like if you take their tricorders away, they can't understand you. If you put the tricorder back on, they understand you.
Okay. Remember what you said about how this is like the better, more intelligent version of Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Another point that I picked up on quickly was a lot of hi-fi writing also takes after Hitchhiker's Guide. I'm seeing a lot of patterns, like those hi-fi stories you see on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it literally is that type of mentality, that over-the-top, extreme, like, and then something just happens. Like it's like my favorite moment is the invasion of Earth, and they all get eaten by a dog. And it's like, this is a common thing. It's like, that's clever. That is super, super clever. And this is kind of how the series is. It's that intelligent. It's being intelligent and focused. Too stupid, like it's funny and it's not too stupid. Like that's some
of those hi-fi stories do get a little too stupid.
Yeah, this is intelligent without being stupid, and that's what makes it kind of awesome.
Isn't one of the villains in the late book the reincarnation of a rabbit he killed?
There is a character in the series that unfortunately it's not Fort Prefect. It's one of the individuals. I can't remember who. That unfortunately, due to the fact that they're like tied together by some weird fucking reason, he's constantly killing him accidentally. Good example of this is when they use the possibility drive, a whale falls from the sky and a potted plant falls from the sky. Now, the whale first thing of him thinking, is his thought here. It's like, wow, where thing? My tail. That's a tail, a tail. What's this whistling sound I hear? That air, whistle, wind. That's wind. And he's going through the whole thing as he's like heading towards the ground.
Yeah.
And the pot plant thinks to himself, "Oh, not this again," because legitimately he keeps getting reincarnated and murdered by this other guy.
Oh my god, I just put it together, Chief.
Yeah.
What was that really shit Bethesda space game? Starfield?
Yeah, Starfield.
Starfield, because they go into like the cosmic shit where it's a different reality for your like new game plus cycles.
Yeah.
There's one where one of your previous companions is reincarnated as an office desk plant.
Yep. Yeah. They do stupid. Yeah, it's a joke. It's all references to Hitchhiker's Guide. Like Hitchhiker's Guide has fucking transcended like sci-fi media. It was originally an audio. It was an audio play originally, and then it was turned into a book, and it was turned into a TV show, and then like 20 years later, it got turned. No, 40 years later, it got turned into a goddamn fucking really shitty movie.
I mean, even Full Metal Panic, one of what's her name, the blue hair woman,
Yeah.
ago, she had a copy of "Farewell, Thank You for All the Fish."
There's even a joke. There's even like the "Don't Panic" sign shows up on like weird shit in TV shows. You'll see a face that has its hands out, going like open its hands. It's like just a circle, and it has like a giggly. That's from Hitchhiker's Guide. That's all Hitchhiker's Guide shit.
Oh, the keep calm and carry on was a Hitchhiker's Guide thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Look, you know, for years, until I got stopped at a Walmart security, for years, I carried a towel everywhere I went. And everyone would ask me, why do you have a towel? And I'd kind of just spell off, like, keep you warm, keep you dry, you can use this blanket. I had a whole thing ready to go. But then one day I had a security guard stop me and made me pull out my towel. And I went, you guys don't even sell this towel. What the fuck? But I carried a towel everywhere I went for years. A towel, like I carry lots of stuff. I carry toilet paper, multi-tools, a knife, a couple other things I carry, but I don't carry a lot of that now because the laws in Canada.
Oh,
That's why you need to wear your emergency hat with a little compartment underneath the top of the hat. Then you can store everything in there.
a buddy of mine did that actually.
All right, Chief. You got to get a silk top hat now.
Yep.
Yeah, a buddy of mine got a top hat that the top part of the top hat actually was a fucking survival kit inside. It was a weird thing that he bought at a fucking wholesale place. I can't remember what it was, but no, I carried an actual towel everywhere I went for a long time.
And this whole time, I thought that was just a South Park reference. Don't forget your towel. So I was like, oh, wait, this is all Hitchhikers. It's
That's a Hitchhiker. That's probably.
I was like, oh my god, what have I been missing in my life? A whole lot, honestly.
The Hitchhiker's Guide, boys. So, we're moving to DJ's thing. So, DJ, how's the spaceship going as I go use the facilities?
The recent launch?
Well, Artemis. Yeah, good question. We got some beautiful pictures on the Flickr gallery from Artemis 2. And, the nearby flyby of the moon was a beautiful occasion. I watched it live at work. At one point, at the beginning, there's two creators that are unnamed because they're relatively young creators. And the Canadian guy was, reading from the iPad. He was right next to Reed Weissman, the commander of the mission. You had Victor Glover in the background floating sideways, and you had Christina Cook in the foreground. and they proposed naming one crater after Reed's wife Carol, and he read out the name Carrol. And then the other crater, actually the first crater was named after Integrity. The second one named after Carol, and they had an emotional moment. Everyone started getting a little bit of the waterworks in there for a moment. Then they put themselves back together, and Mission Control agreed that yes, we will name that crater after his wife. And there are, it's a crater that's just on the edge of the Terminator, so or the edge of the far side. It's actually closer to our side. So sometimes in a year we can see it, other times we can't. So that's one beautiful thing to come out of this. Other than that, there's new pictures that are being released pretty much like throughout the day, and they used various Nikon DSLRs. They do have iPads and iPhones, but those give you mediocre photographs in comparison. One of the better pictures that came out of this was they took a full disk image of the Earth, with, like they did for Apollo 17, except this one here was taken on the dark side or nighttime side of the Earth, and it looks like a daytime photo, but they basically used a newer image sensor where you get set the ISO to 52,000, which is higher ISO is like when we used to buy film. Kodak 800 film would work in darker environments. Kodak 100 film would work in brighter environments. And the difference is that the film that works in bright environments is more grainy. Less grainy. And the film that works in dark environments is more grainy. So you make a trade-off in photography, and the same rule applies with digital photography. When you take a low-light image without the flash, you'll find that the image tends to be grainier, and that's part of the reason why. So this picture is amazing because I'll drop the link to it. Because when you zoom in on it, you can actually see the auroras on the north and south ends of the Earth.
Drop the link in chat, DJ, in the
Yeah,
chat.
of course.
Yeah. So you're gonna have a lot to look at this week when
and
rolls around.
this picture is cool because on the edge of this picture, I'm looking for your channel right now. I got it. What, on YouTube or Rumble?
YouTube. Well, we're live now. Put in the actual chat.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I got you. I want to have your channel. I want to have your channel open anyway. I always like to be on the channel. So this is the new picture of the Earth. That's the first link I dropped. And when you zoom in on it, you can actually see not just the northern and southern lights, but you see a faint orange glow around the Earth, and that is the sodium line. So when meteorites disintegrate in the atmosphere, they actually like ionize, and so it's just like a fluorescent light. The electricity from the sun and all of that shit will make that sodium line glow orange, and it's the same color as a high-pressure sodium street light. So if you remember the street lights on a highway that are orange, that's why they're orange. But other than that, the full gallery link, did I close it? I lost it.
Oh, you're welcome to put it up, yeah. And I guess so
people can look at it at their leisure.
This for your own channel on your when you do your live
I'll
stream.
be covering this on my channel.
Yeah. So then we'll definitely check out DJ's stuff for that, because that's going to be an interesting little thing. All right,
I just want to give you guys a high-level overview of that. I'm definitely not looking to dive deep into that, but the full Flickr gallery is right here, and this is the same website you can go to for the Apollo pictures. So if you have a doubt about the Apollo mission, what I would ask someone to do, I got to speak to Elijah about this, is look at the pictures from Apollo 11, Apollo 17, and try to pick them apart. Tell me why they look like they're done in the studio.
Oh, this is all a lie, right? They never ran into the second moon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the second moon is more like a formation of junk.
Would actually crush the fucking would crush. Anyway,
the biggest contention I think is that the boom mic that was in one of the scenes that's shown for a little bit. Then there's also the issue with the fly and the mouse, and small stuff like that.
Someone photoshopped a mouse and a fly.
No, they were actually shown in the video when it was originally shown on the TV. That's what he had recorded on they recorded it on a VHS. That's how basically they had shown the evidence.
That was artificially put in, was the fly and the mouse as a.
Well,
someone did.
The fly could be misinterpreted because people often show bubbles coming out of the astronaut spacesuits, not understanding how the suits work. They actually do shed water. They subliminate water to a microchannel plate in order to, basically, it's like you take the water that you use for cooling the astronaut, and you put some of it through a microchannel plate, and it comes out like it almost immediately evaporates or it turns into ice.
Yeah. So next on the docket, there, good sirs, we're not going to get into the conspiracy stuff because we won't get Nico to shut up on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart my 3D printer real quick, but I got you on my phone.
Okay, so boys, the next step is AVGN has now hit 20-year channel. His channel is one of the oldest YouTube channels that's still active to this day.
What's the most recent one he did? If we can ask that.
Like last week.
No, I mean, like, what was the topic? Was it something that's like more modern? Like, did he move up to Super Nintendo?
He did a video. I can't remember. Toe Jam and Earl. That's what he did. He did the Toe Jam and Earl, the original Genesis game.
Okay. She's at Sega Genesis now.
Yeah, he did that with the guy who does Historian Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So Scott from Historian Gaming showed up, and he got him to swear and say fucking shit. So, because that guy won't swear at any of his stuff, and he'll be talking about some serious aggressive shit. I won't swear at all. So we have ourselves it's finally gone. He's 20 years on the channel. He is actually, like I said, I think he's the most active channel right now that's been around as long as him. I can't think of anybody else that's been around as long as him.
The only one I can think of is possibly Nanners, maybe.
No, like still doing stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah,
Smosh is gone. Smosh is gone. They haven't. I know they tried to resurrect it, but it's not really there anymore.
Yeah.
Machinima's been dead forever. Like Machinima's gone. Dorkly's kind of around, but they're kind of not.
The creatures are long gone.
Yeah, the guy who did the old cartoons of D&D, like the D&D game, like I can't remember the name of that now.
Dragon Lair?
No. There's a guy who did. There's like people that's like, we haven't seen their views in like 20 years. So some of them 13, 14, like 15 years. They haven't done a video.
Yeah.
Mega 64 is pretty much gone. I haven't seen any of their. They haven't really done anything lots. Like they kind of sold out, and that was the end of that. And other than them making fun of Linkara, I can't think of anything they did recently. So no, he is one of the most active guy on there. So he had an entire video where him and Mike Matei had talked about the channel as a whole. And it was an interesting conversation. They finally put to rest this idea that him and Mike were fighting over stuff. They were not. They talked about the whole situation with some of the other stuff about the channel, because Mike just likes streaming. Mike likes the idea of going and. According to Mike, he said it's streaming. Like he wanted to go do streaming. He enjoyed streaming more than he enjoyed making reviews and working on shit. So he does the streaming more. It took off the channel. The channel took off, and that's how that works. It's kind of weird. The channel took off like that, but they talk about how this channel blew up. And back in the YouTube days, they really didn't take off. And I don't know. Your thoughts on AVGN being around for the longest time. It's him and Nostalgia Critic. Both those guys have been around since day one of like YouTube actually becoming monetizable.
Yep.
What's your thoughts on that, DJ? DJ's not here. What's your thoughts on that, Bob?
On what, the
AVGN been around for 20 years. What's your thoughts on that? What's your feelings towards AVGN, who's been around for over 20 years?
What is there to feel?
Impressed.
Like the man has a career. What is there to feel?
Okay, Dragon, you got anything you want to say?
Well, that is impressive.
It is. Like, that's the thing.
I mean, even if you want to stay on, doesn't mean that you're going to have the views to stay on.
Yeah, he had, like I said, he's made a living. And like I said, they're part of he's still technically part of a company. Like, he still has a company behind him, but it's not as bad as it was when Screw Attack or Viacom or other organizations. Like it is like a lot of people. Here's the thing: a lot of
I
people.
think it's cathartic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but a lot of channels out there like don't last for 20 years that are actively, making good money. Like the most I've seen, the longest channels I've seen are usually 10 years and then they're dead. They drop off.
I find it to be quite cathartic and shallow and pedantic. Yeah, shallow and pedantic. I'm kidding. Jokes aside, in all seriousness, makes me feel a little old, but YouTube has been around for long enough that now you can have people who've been on it for 20 years. Um, I think it was interesting when Slim Nim was playing his game, and he's running around with a Nintendo Zapper, and he's got like this, like he's got the same look on his face, like he hates the world. I fucking always loved the energy of AVGN, and his Top Gun video reminded me that
Which some of that was because because remember he was living in an apartment at the time. Some of that was his like legit. Like he had to hide some of the stuff. So some of that stuff is that the ass and the fuck, that screaming shit that was done somewhere else. That was he dubbed that. Yeah, he dubbed that because he didn't want to swear because he was living in an apartment at the time.
I mean,
you can actually tell. Yeah. Oh no, he just didn't want to make that much noise. Like even me, I'm making a little noise here, and I'm kind of like trying to be quiet because I am living in a basement apartment, so you don't want to.
I got you. Well, yeah, I like how he runs around with a zapper in the game, and my first exposure to AVGN was when he played Top Gun, and I thought it was like hilarious when he made a joke about how if you fail at the tanker refueling sequence, they just like go, oh fuck you, we're out of here. And I just thought it was hilarious the way he framed that, like they just leave you dead to run out of fuel. But I can say I've succeeded at refueling and landing in that game multiple times in recent time.
You don't look at the up down shit. You just properly level off and follow the leveling. You follow the up down.
Do it a little bit, but it's true that if you don't read the manual, and even if you do read the manual, it doesn't make sense. But the trick is this: when they say go up, they really mean accelerate because you actually gain altitude from accelerating. The physics tries to be real. Obviously, it's not real, but like once you understand the in-game physics, it starts to make more sense what the instructions are actually telling you.
I've learned it. You accelerate to a point, and then you just level off, and you go right on. No problem.
You do. That's mainly a big part of it. But if you're too low, sometimes that's a sign your speed is too low as well. So what you'll notice is sometimes you can do a combination of leveling and adjusting your speed to get to the thing, but you got to keep your speed within a certain envelope, right? Like you can't be too fast, too slow. What is it, like 290 miles per hour or 190, whatever it is. Like I noticed that ballpark that always hits the sweet spot, but it's true what you're saying.
Wait,
so,
gun?
Bob,
you guys were talking about planes, right? Jets?
Yeah. Bob, what episodes of Angry Video? What was your first Angry Video Game Nerd video?
Never watched one.
Okay. So
that's why I don't have an opinion. I've never watched the guy. I was just like, he had a career. Good for him. What opinion is there to have?
So next is Nico. What was your first Angry Video Game Nerd episode?
My first one was Friday the 13th on the NES.
Okay.
That was one of my favorites.
That was okay. Rebel was okay. At the time, I really didn't care about YouTube. It was all about anime. And I was a news junkie back in the day. Like this is when it had the multi-TV.
Oh, the AMVs. The anime AMVs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I never paid attention to YouTube at all. Like YouTube to me is like, it's just some fucking morons playing fucking music and to anime. And they're doing like Naruto fights, crawling in.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's like you got Linkin Park playing with like what's it? One of the characters from Naruto going through his edgy moments or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
it was Sasuke, I think.
Most of it.
Yeah.
Sasuke. There was a lot
I'm
of
so
Sasuke.
edgy.
Yeah, there's some Sasuke moments.
Oh, then, not to mention the other edits of Evanescence for I don't know, Death Note or some shit.
Yeah, I remember that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You had yourself your character, and then out of nowhere, Rebel comes over and he's like, "Hey, I got this character on a flash drive let's put it on your computer and watch it. So we watched the Halloween episode that he stole off YouTube to flash drive it, and we watched. I'm like, this is really fucking good, because I did not. My idea of internet back in the day was this: online, torrent, offline. And then a year later, online for 3 months, torrent, offline. I did that so much back in the day. I was like notorious for like, I did not give two fucks about internet at all. Like, I'm not a fan of, I'm still not a fan of the internet when it comes to most things, because I enjoy watching streaming, but 90% of the time I'm usually just like looking for my own shit. like I'm starting to consider picking up the DVDs again and the Blu-rays for the Star Trek franchises, Next Gen and DC. Like, I'm thinking about buying those again. Yeah. So, yeah, no, Angry Video Game Nerd had me for a second like, interesting. I like this. Okay. And it was the Halloween double feature. And then I started paying attention to them after that. And so whenever I would go over to someone's house that had the internet, I'm like, hey, you want to watch some Angry Nintendo Nerd? Like, who's that? So I brought other people along on the adventure. Okay, Dragon, what was your first AVGN episode?
Trying to think I even ever watched them.
What was your first one?
Like, so I'm trying to remember if I watched one of his.
Oh, okay. So he hasn't even watched them. Okay. We got two people. All right. So what's yours?
Oh, God, I just got back.
You never watched them either?
Watch what?
Angry Video Game Nerd.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Okay. So we got
It's just as boomers. Dragon is just as boomers.
You crusty old fucks.
You know what's funny? You know what makes it a little amusing with this bullshit? It's the three people that are like, I guarantee you, they probably watched an abridged episode.
Yep.
I can believe that too. But to be honest with you, the only time I've ever seen anything related to AVGN was a buddy in high school who showed me like a meme edit of the guy.
Yep, a TikTok.
All right. So I know what we're doing.
Real?
I know what we're doing this week.
Marty, already the Patriot. Well, if the people vote on it. If the people vote for it, I kind of think they do.
We're going to be watching some Season 1 Angry Video Game Nerd.
Oh, I love that idea.
Righty. Yeah, that's what we're going to be watching.
I better enjoy it.
All right. So now we're going to get to some Super Alloy Crush. Brand new game for the channel, boys. This one was
Super Alloy Crush.
Yes, this was something
That sounds like a drink.
We looked at the demo, but now we are going to the actual video, the actual game.
Tell me that doesn't sound like a workout supplement.
It does.
Well, why don't you have a look at the game there, Bob, and you can tell me what you think of it.
Yeah, when it pops up. Right now, all I see is a cat with balls.
You see cat with balls in a couple seconds. Should be live streaming now. I'm just getting. I'll just.
I don't want a selfie.
There you go.
There we go. Super Alloy Crush. This is a Mega Man like.
Similar to that, yeah. So single player. We're gonna go.
Hey, if the creator of Super Alloy Crush is listening to this, maybe do a gamer subs to your characters, just as an idea, because it does sound like a flavored drink.
So now we're playing Blaster Man today. Do I actually have a combo? Okay. So that's one of my moves. Okay. So each character has a different combat style, I guess.
I was about to say, Chief, don't be a game journalist during Cuphead. I saw that.
What?
I saw you air dash and miss the platform. You're lucky they had a double jump.
Yeah. There we go. Got our support robot. We're saving robots like Sonic.
All right. Hey, Joe, what do you want to talk about while she's doing this?
Well, today we're also going to talk about the fun Twitter thing of I bought this anime character so that so that the pervy men won't pick it up.
Wait.
So basically, it's an excuse for
Repeat
people that are.
What?
I'm sorry, Nico. Repeat that. You bought an anime character?
No.
That's what this person's saying?
Here's what it is. There are people going around now on anime, going on Twitter showing their anime figurine, and their response has been, "Oh, I bought this anime figure. It's usually a lolly character. It's usually Hatsumiku because that's the one that everyone like, the normies like,
or any of the fucking endless characters from the Hoyoverse."
Yeah. So they bought the anime lolly because they want to make sure that the people that certain generation that those pervy adult men don't buy the anime character.
Yeah,
that's all the reason they do it.
Yeah.
Figurines cost an exorbitant amount of money. I'd expect you to be an adult or very well off.
I'm just gonna say something that's kind of like, it's not controversial, but it might be like considered that. The drug dealers are just, the drug buyers are just, buying it to keep it safe from all those bad, addicted drug addicts.
I didn't buy that.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, the drug cartel is, selling to keep all the crackheads away from you. I get what you're saying.
That's basically their argument.
And it's like this unironically, I swear, this has happened 2 times in my lifetime on a social media site, and this is the 3rd time.
If I had a nickel, no, you screwed it up. You're supposed to have done that if I had a nickel every time this happened.
Yeah.
What? Every time this happened?
He had a nickel every time this would.
Okay. I was like, a what? A what?
What the fuck were you thinking there? I heard him perfectly fine.
Roll it back, and you'll hear what I heard.
I had a nipple? Is that what you were thinking, Bob?
To be fair, that would be very. Yeah.
Either way, no, I said it the way I wanted to say it. Is like this has happened twice already before. This is the 3rd time, and this is also the rough equivalent of my favorite cartoon character agrees with me, therefore.
Yes.
I don't know what this shit feels like. I mean, fuck, you had the Funko Pops, now you had the Labubu. What was before that? Like, I don't know, comic
Furbies.
Book action figures. Yeah, Furbies. Yeah. But I'm not even talking about like the collectathon thing. I'm talking like people soy pogging their selfies with like, their fucking Funko Pops and shit.
Speaking about soy pogging, there was also Pogs.
Tamagotchi.
Oh yeah. Some of my relatives were collectors of Pogs, but they wouldn't take pictures of themselves with it.
Yeah, Nico, Pogs weren't that bad. Pogs, that's kind of.
They were literally just milk. You're just capturing and collecting the milk carton's tops, basically, that holds the milk inside of it.
You put respect on the name of Pogs.
Yeah.
I would never.
It's like, it was that, but it's different from just any collectathon thing, because at that point you could say Crazy Bones. I don't see any pictures of Crazy Bones on the internet outside of eBay sellers.
It all depends where you look.
Okay.
That's the way the internet works. There's always gonna be a forum for something.
I will let you have that shovel.
So anyway, back to this. So what these girls are? Oh, the one other one I've seen is most recently is this. Oh, I don't know the anime. Is it okay for me to buy the anime character because I don't know the anime? And it's like, well, one, why the fuck would you buy an anime? You don't know the anime, but yet you want to buy this figure for this anime.
I understand. I know what this is. it's a pretty figurine. It looks nice. I like the way it looks. It's a cute girl. I just want to buy it to have it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't see the big deal.
It's like the first
deal.
time I saw Aisha Clan, I was like, I like her. I've never seen the anime until recently, but I like her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the big deal. Like, as long as they don't act like they're experts on lore all of a sudden, and then accuse everyone of gatekeeping when they do.
40K fans, sorry.
Well, you know, Harry Potter fans, certainly. Oh, that is a. We're not going to talk about it because that's something for the Flophouse on Saturday. But oh
it's gonna
boy,
be a fun topic.
That's good. Oh yeah, it's gonna be late night conversation. So that's gonna be
Join
fun.
us on Rumble for the Flophouse.
Yeah,
When's that
that's
happening,
gonna
G?
be late night, like midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
No, like today, tomorrow.
No, Saturday.
Sunday. There you go. That's what I'm trying to get you to tell the people.
Saturday. Sorry, my bad. No, Saturday. Yeah. We're gonna be coming up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Saturday.
But yeah, it's gonna be late night. But no, I am fascinated on how stupid this is gonna get with the. We were talking about that last night. I'm like, oh boy, because apparently J.K. Rowling's is having a hiss fit over too. So now she's saying,
oh, dude, people are clowning on the fact that they made Snape.
Yeah,
melanated.
no. Yeah, which means this is gonna suck.
And they're like, don't you think there's something strange about Professor Snape? Harry, what are you talking about? Well, just the way he is, you know, something sit up, Harry. Yeah. You know, I love those memes about it, like Harry.
Yeah.
Come on.
Have you seen the Black Snake video? I'm Black Snake.
Yeah.
It was similar to what they did to who's the Green Goblin in Spider-Man? Who was that character?
Green Goblin.
No, like the actual businessman's name.
Osborn.
Yeah. It was like people memed on the fact that they made Osborn melanated, and the meme of, you know, I'm somewhat of a minority myself.
Shit.
Oh, I got killed.
Please stop changing shit just for no reason, alright?
Yep.
Please stop. At least have a purpose behind it. And
That's
one that
what
makes sense within the universe.
The best one I like is the Phantom, because he's technically the African warrior, so to speak.
Oh, God.
Do not remind me of the Phantom. Do not. No. No.
Baudelaire, Bob. Baudelaire, Bob.
Shut up. Shut up. Baudelaire does not approve of you. Shut up. Sit down and. Oh my God. Nico, we recently watched the Phantom. That show is so ugly.
Wait. Did you watch the 2021 one, or did you watch the regular The Phantom movie?
No, we watched the original cartoon. We watched the cartoon that came out in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Everything's so ugly.
It's on purpose. It was meant to happen that way.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And the part that bothered me the most about the Phantom's outfit at that time is you'd
The
have
purple.
this. It wasn't the purple. I don't give a fuck about the purple. I mean, hell, look at the Prowler from, you know, the Into the Spider-Verse. That's a cool looking outfit. I'll give them that. But with the Phantom, it was like you have the hood, but his forehead's like exposed, and then you have like little Incredibles black mask.
Yes.
What would have been better is if you had the hood go all the way down to the mask, kind of like how Batman's mask is. Instead of seeing this man's big old fucking forehead shining like goddamn spotlight.
Yeah, but then it falls.
Man.
Then it gets too close to Catman's. Can't get too close to Catman.
Yeah.
At that point, you could also, you know how his like little icon on his belt's a little skull?
Yeah.
Make the hood look more reminiscent of that, where it's like, oh, it kind of looks like a skeleton face.
Yeah, but then it starts getting too close to Punisher.
But Bob.
Shut up, Nico. Stop. Give me this. Stop it.
Bob.
But then it also gets into Taskmaster as well.
Oh my God. Stop. God, I'm in the corner. You keep wailing on me. I'm like,
Can't help it. I know too many cartoons, comics.
Fuck! Dave, ring the bell! Help!
I
You can sit back there like I know this stuff.
Total Air thinks Total Air Bob's up on his time right now. Total Air finds it hysterical.
Oh shit, Baudelaire! God, yeah, fucking fat lip now.
Oh!
He was like, just let me go at it. He's like, wait a second, I could probably name all the other ones. And then he's like, nah, I don't need to. And he goes do it all for me.
No more!
Okay, anyway, so after watching, so basically, like I said, it's kind of amusing, like, cause like the idea of back to the actual topic, the idea of this attitude that is brought on by these people, like it's funny because it's like, you know, I only bought this because, you know, it's funny because when girls are buying this stuff and they're like, I only bought this because I don't want the evil men to have it. I'm like, you know, so they don't do something evil with the anime figure.
Girl, we know you UFO Joshi, and we know you got a bunch of half-skin men right now. Stop it.
Yeah. And I've also loved the fact, okay, I don't know a single woman who buys an anime figure that doesn't know what the anime figure is from. Like, does anybody here believe that for a fucking hot minute? I don't believe that for a hot second.
No.
There's no way.
To do like print paper and then do cutouts and then like tape them on the wall because that's less expensive.
Yeah, people aren't spending. Dude, these figures cost like $200, $300. Some of them, like especially
that is a level of dedication I will never understand.
But like, look. I'm just gonna.
But here's the thing: they don't even have the dedication because they're saying that they have no connection to the anime or this show.
No,
so
you're 2 layers too deep. You're 2 layers too deep. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the average customer base that would normally go for these. Where it's just like, that is a level of dedication I will never comprehend.
I mean, I own some anime figures, but they're not like that kind. They're more so like a mixture of what's the word for it? Action anime and some of the stuff I liked a lot.
Okay, so just looking at a Chun-Li from
Of course he finds Chun-Li. Of course
Chun-Li. Fighter, the price they want for it, for Pop-Up Paradise Chun-Li, I'm going to just take a quick picture of this.
Preferably one that's not in a used jar.
No, of course. Disgusting. I'm just gonna take a couple of these anime figures that they're so dead set against the people having. Oh, yeah. If I can get a picture of this fucking fuck off. There, download image. So I'm just getting some of these figures that they're talking about, and the price tags are absolutely bonkers when you hear these price tags. It's just like. I got 2 figures. I just kind of got to put those out here. I'm putting them in general. I'll put them on. Yeah, I guess I can put them on chat in a sec here. I got 2 figures right here. 1 second. Boop. Okay. I will put those on in a second, boys. Hold on a sec. And I will put. I'll have to, small screen this, but this will take me a quick sec. All right. Okay. 1 download in there.
Oh yeah. What's her name?
Karen. Yeah.
Yeah, is this supposed to be like Google Rage?
Yeah, she is. All right. So just to kind of. So these 2 figures. I don't know if they're showing up on the chat here. Okay, this figure right here that we're showing right now, this figure, if I can get a full screen here, sorry about that. This figure right here, how much do you think this figure is?
500?
200?
370.
I was actually going to guess 300.
this, if I can get the other figure here, 1 second here, just skip through. This Sakura, this Chun-Li, sorry, wrong figure. This figure right here, like 280. Just for a figure. So when I hear a girl, if I hear a girl say, "Oh, I bought the anime figure so that the horrible boys won't do anything to it," because it's a lolly character. No, you bought the lolly because you wanted them. Shut the fuck up.
As a girl.
All these people like in the 20s or older.
I hope so. They're making a monetary dedication like that.
Yeah, I really don't want to go hunting anime lolly characters. Okay, I'm already in enough trouble dealing with Bob and Nico on their list. I don't need an added list problem.
What are you talking about?
I got my figures right there. I set them in there.
Nico, I think this man's lying. I think he's trying to gaslight us. We're a bunch of good boys. We don't do anything wrong.
I'm a smiley gentleman.
Anyway,
Bad.
Yeah, no, but it's funny because it's like, okay, these anime characters. Oh yeah, I only buy it for this. I'm like, yeah, come on, that's like when we used to hear guys buy bronies. It's like they're My Little Pony figures. I only bought it to support the series. No, you bought it because you like the.
Put it in the jar, you sick fuck. We know when you got it, you animal.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. If it was that bad, then we'd have a different story. But it's not usually that bad.
The scars of the internet last forever, despite it being a fleeting thing.
Yep.
No, but like I said, to me, it's like it's not that bad, boys. So it's like.
Pretty bad, yeah.
I will never understand the anime figure thing. It's like you can get pictures. They'll do the same damn thing for you.
No, I get it. I get it from an anime perspective. I do get it. Like, I get why people buy those.
I completely understand model kits, like Gunpla. I get that, because you're putting it together. There's a passion in that. But just buying something that's already assembled, you don't even paint it, just to have it sit on a stand, it's like, you didn't put any work in that. But that also could just be me, because I like models. I like making them.
I'm of the opinion that it's based on what it is. That's kind of how I look at it. But from
I guess you could say it's the same way that like somebody would buy a puzzle, you know, like a 64 or 100-piece puzzle. It's like the joy is putting it together, and you could take it apart or you could frame it on your wall.
Yeah, I get the logic. I really do get the logic. I'm not a fan of the logic, but I do get the logic. It's there. But it's like that's the thing. But the idea of these people like acting like, you know, they're better for like buying the anime figure, like they're doing something wholesome. Like,
I am morally justified. Look at me.
Yeah, I'm morally justified for buying these anime figures. Fuck off, really?
Pay attention to me, please. Look how virtuous I am. It's like that. Polar opposite of magnanimous.
Yeah, it's disgusting, personally. Like, it's a joke. Like, I hate this bullshit as a person. Like, to me, it's like, oh, okay.
I believe we need to recite the definition of humble.
Yeah.
People.
They don't know what that means. They never had humility in their life.
Yeah. But I love it. It's become the new thing. This is what I brought up with LCX. It's like, I gave it to LCX, so LCX might be talking about this later. But this is the new thing. I'm buying the anime figure to stop someone who shouldn't be buying the anime figure. I'm like...
Either way, it's money in the the company's pockets.
Yep. Well, I mean,
I don't think they're gonna give a shit.
Dude, that's the same thing I did. Admiral went out one day and said, "I am going out to go and buy the ice cream to prevent one of the like hogs from buying the ice cream."
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, the guy's thin, so he can get away with it. He can work out the calories. Oh man. You know what, Chief? You know what? I'm gonna take a stop at Starbucks to stop some blonde girl from getting her Starbucks. How about that?
You better get a soy latte.
Nah, I'm not getting any soy.
But
Yeah.
you need to have
Just
Coco getting this soy.
less good. Well,
Yeah, vanilla
goddamn
shake.
soy latte. Too.
What about vanilla shake?
I'd rather have 7 shots of espresso and have heart palpitations on my way back.
Yeah, it's just absurd. That's why I got a good laugh.
And orange juice?
What?
Orange juice as well. Yeah.
Can I at least have orange juice then?
Yeah, you can have orange juice if you're, stopping there with me. Yeah, no problem.
Yay.
$7 for a thing of orange juice. Full cup. Starbucks overcharges. I think I'd rather just go down to the grocery store and get you a thing of orange juice. At least
They
it's like
are-
$4.
And that's, it's actually real orange juice instead of getting some kind of orange flavored mixture of coffee.
Oh yeah. How about I say it's like Florida orange juice, fucking what, $3 to $4. But it also depends on the season. Like I think they have an increased price in winter. 'Cause,
Yep.
it's out of season.
Yeah, it is. But no, it's just silly. Like when I heard this the first time, I was like, wow, people are just really. Speaking about Asmongold, he's got himself a 7-day ban.
Was it over the I Am Jesus stream?
No. Actually, funny. Well, yes, it was kinda, but it wasn't the
They
I
don't care
Am
about
Jesus thing. Yeah, it wasn't the I Am Jesus thing that did it. What for him was he unfortunately had a situation where kind of funny what happened to poor Asmongold. In a nutshell, he was he said something about a certain group doing a certain thing, and that he didn't give a fuck, and they shouldn't give a fuck about him doing his shit too on having this attitude towards them and vice versa. Now that was
And that country, the country that is very, very upset whenever somebody mentions it.
No, he didn't say anything too offensive. Like what he said wasn't even that offensive on a whole as
That's
like,
why it's also getting attention because it was just like, really?
yeah.
This is what you're, putting cuffs on me for? Really?
Yeah. Compared to other stuff, it's actually not that bad. Asmon is fuck first.
I probably have said way worse stuff, literally in half of your stream.
Yeah, Nico, you have. All right.
So true.
Good
Good times.
Let me just open this closet door full of empty squirt bottles and broken pans. Yeah, it's quite a bit.
Yeah, no, we're not so bad. But no, it's funny because it's literally, it's insane some of the stupidity with that. I'm like, wow, that is kind of amusing. By the way, I really fucked this character up. I just never took away his back roll.
Yeah.
Oh well, no big deal.
He plays video games.
Yeah, he plays the video game.
One of these days you'll see my gameplay, and then you'll laugh at me. One of these days.
Oh, I can't wait. And we'll have you play games. I know you're gonna like just apps. I have so many games in store for you, Bob. You do not know how many games I got for you for the PS2. They're gonna be like, Bob plays this, Bob plays that.
This stream, Bob plays this game blind because he peeled his eyes out from the other one.
Oh, Bob, don't worry. I would never put you against a game I wouldn't play myself. I'm not that much for it.
He won't put you on NES or the Atari ET game.
Oh, what are you talking about? I put him on NES. Fucking damn straight. I'm gonna.
Wait, you're gonna put him on ET?
I'm gonna make him play Friday the 13th. I'm gonna make him play. Faxanadu. I'm gonna make him play like the Rambo game.
Could I at least try to play MASH? Yeah, they have a MASH game.
What?
They have a MASH game, and I remember this one Star Wars game that was very similar, where you pick up and put down units, but you control like a helicopter. The Star Wars one was like you control a clone gunship, and you pick up troops, and you transform towards droid bases.
We're gonna get you to play. We're gonna get you to play like
Dude, Run?
like Rambo and all. So many games. Back.
Oh. Okay, Pinhead. We have such sights to show you.
Well, again, mostly I do. Like, there's nothing I wouldn't throw against you. I can already play.
I know, but it's just like we have such things to show you. It's like, okay, fucking Cenobite Pinhead line. We have such sights to show you.
Like the Haunted Manor. That would be a fun one too.
Oh, dude, I got you. Well, we'll worry about it later. Anyway, right now, we're playing a brand new game called Alloy Crush, and we're talking about Edmund Gold's band. And it's interesting because the band is, I don't know how to feel about the band, because I think it's kind of stupid. Like, they go after that.
I was gonna say, it's like, is there anything to talk about? We've all come to the same consensus of it's a really dumb reason.
Well, the thing is, it's a 7-day ban. He's one of the top streamers. And I'll tell you this right now. You know what I said? You know what I said to Asmongold? I actually said to him a message. I said, this would be a good opportunity for you to go to Rumble and say, hey, Rumble, how would you like me to solo stream on your channel instead of doing Twitch streams? How much are you willing to buy me? I'd make some money.
Yeah. Also, the other thing about that,
okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say the other thing that's interesting about that is it's basically Twitch's way of acting like Hassan and shocking Asmon instead of Kaya.
Peter, chill.
Your
don't zap the roach.
Be a prop in the background.
Go ahead.
I think that dog was out of line. That dog was supposed to stay in that bed and be a prop in the background. That dog's place was not to be a happy dog, okay? He already gets better than most of you people.
Oh my goodness.
DJ, your thoughts on the whole Asmon 7-day strike?
I mean, like, I could see where you could blow that statement out of proportion and make it sound like a bad thing, but once again, we know that the standards is not a secret or a surprise, and I'm not even sure it's controversial at this point that they have double standards. That's a known thing, it's like the who you know thing. I didn't even know that, like, the way Twitch works is some people have a personal contact, even people with one, like, subscriber, because they have an inside track, but it doesn't matter how big you are, it matters if you say things they like, apparently, and apparently that varies from person to person. I mean, hell, we saw some of this inconsistency when Miru had that incident happen, and they suddenly have Amazon VIP security, assisting her, protecting her, and it's like, well, why didn't security matter when she was at the event? It matters now because she's a big streamer, she made us think about it. But when she was there, why didn't her guard do a good job? Well, he could have done better, but apparently the guard that protected her from that the previous incident got fired or got banned from attending that convention in the future because they did do their job. So apparently you gotta be VIP to have proper security, and they only assign VIP security after an incident to random streams.
Honestly, can I be perfectly honest? Like, let's be honest. They treat Amazon treats their female groupings. People like Emaru and some of the VTubers, they're honestly treated very similar to that. The only fangirls that are treated on there, their value is in their bodies, and that is not me being nasty. That is me being
plenty of value in their bodies.
I'm actually, I wonder how good I'd look in a bikini up in there.
Like that's the only reason they're value to the organization. And if that's the case, you got a problem then, because they don't care if you're there. They're just going to find another girl. And that's the vibe. That's the vibe I've got from Amazon. When it comes to the men that are actually getting the views, when you're getting the big views, you're important. When you're not getting the big views, they do not give a fuck. And even then, they might not give a fuck. Like I said, it really does.
How many failed hoes are out there, man? There are plenty of girls that were sold the lie of start an OnlyFans, you'll make money.
Yep.
There's a lot more details than just opening a camera and showing you whole.
Yep.
You gotta have networks. Gotta know who does what.
Yep. Well, there's a lot of people. There was a lot of people back in the day. That's actually how they legit like a lot like yeah, I'll hear this a lot. How the fuck does someone like what's his face there, Mr. Beast get as big as he did? And I'm like, yeah, he had a marketing group. He had a lot of stuff in the background that made him really much gave him bang. There's a reason.
Definition of spend money to make money.
Yeah, like he's not really actually. That's scary. If you actually do the research, he's not really like it's a company paying Asmund. Not Asmund. They're paying Mr. Beast to do what he does.
Imagine if the roles were reversed. It's like Mr. Beast is in the Roach King spot, and the Roach King is now Mr. Beast.
Well, he's got millions of people watching. He's not a small number on the value.
I'm thinking it is like for this episode of the Roach Race. It's the Roach Race. Contestants are gonna have to run through all these obstacles. Sorry.
Yeah, it's always been this way, and that's what kind of makes it funny. It's like we've talked about this shit before. This is something that isn't new with streaming in general. So for me, it's bullshit that this happened to Asmund, but it doesn't surprise me that it happened to Asmongold. Best way to put it.
Yeah, I can concur with that. If you go against the grain even slightly, you step out of line once, they're gonna throw a hammer at you.
And it's
as
not
opposed to somebody who goes with the grain, gets like a slap on the wrist, like maybe a 24-hour ban or some shit.
Yeah, like good example is Hassan has gotten like weekend ban. He gets banned on Sunday when he's not streaming. Like, okay, come on now. At that point, you're not even hurting the guy. And the few times he has gotten banned, I'm just gonna go to YouTube, and then he goes to YouTube. Like, it's a lot of idle threading and attitude. I'm just gonna go to YouTube, and then he goes to YouTube and fails at YouTube. And he's like, well, I'm gonna go to this place, and then it's like, I came back, and it's.
Sounds strangely familiar for some reason. I don't know why.
It is, and it's funny. It's just who he is. So for me, I'm not a fan of Asmund getting banned like this. It's just gonna piss people off like normal. So yeah, I guess this is gonna happen like it happened before. Congratulations, you pissed off the basis again.
Yep. It's really suck to be Amazon when that happens, because a lot of people are gonna start saying, why are we still working with Amazon, and why don't we move somewhere else?
Well, that's the thing. If there was another Amazon place we could go to, I guarantee you there'd be another app. Like, oh god, yeah, there'd be a shift out real quick.
Yeah.
All right, I'll very quickly use the facilities, and then we'll continue this chat while we're gaming.
Think about it. Rumble Marketplace, they make a Rumble version of a shopping center that you can go through to pose Amazon. That would possibly do pretty well.
Ayer go shopping arcade Akihabara. Abenobashi, I mean.
Okay, the reason you'll never see Amazon disappear is the same reason you'll never see YouTube disappear. Like YouTube, I hate to say it, there's been so much there's been so much fight with YouTube. You figure YouTube would be like, there'd be problems, right?
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't seem to have those issues. You want to know why it hasn't had those issues?
Because so they are very, very lax with the banning unless it's something that's
No,
actually.
it's not even that. It's not even that, Nico. Like, I wish it was that. That'd be actually a lot easier to deal with. What it is, Nick, is that YouTube can't really be defeated in that way. Not the way people want to defeat it. Like, people want to get rid of the YouTube. People would love it if YouTube just disappeared tomorrow. I've even talked to people, I've had conversations with people. It's like, fuck, I wish this service, and you know what ends up happening? A lot of services just fail. They don't succeed the way they do. Look, there was just a streaming service recently that just went bye-bye.
Yeah, I remember it was the one that Ninja went to, and then immediately after that, Ninja had basically said, "Yeah, I'm done with that company. I can't work with them anymore. They had no money left."
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like, these services have always existed, boys. They're just not going the way they need to.
They don't have the backing.
Yeah, they don't have the backing, and that's the thing. You're not going to get that because YouTube is the one-stop. That is a one-stop shop.
Yep, because Google basically doesn't have to run out of money. Google never runs out of money. Google just recycles the money.
No, it's not even Google. It's not even Google running out of money, boys. It's just very simply put, YouTube will never, because we're creatures of habit. You wanna know why? Amazon will never be defeated? Like, there are lots of websites. Like, I can buy a lot of stuff on Amazon that I could also buy on YouTube. Also buy online. My bad.
Well, I mean, technically you could buy it on YouTube, but you'd have to go through other channels.
You can, yeah, but that's the thing. You can do storefront, but I can find the same shit on Amazon for the same at the same store. There's a reason why stores hedge their bet. We will never see an end of Amazon. We might see an end of Twitch, but Amazon, I don't think gives a fuck if Twitch survives or dies. You can tell by the fact that they're not really like destroying they're not really stopping this bullshit from happening. Like, people like Hassan,
they might get rid of it for prime streaming.
Yeah, like it's the same thing with YouTube. YouTube can try all it wants. It's not getting rid of like people like us.
Yeah, because they cut it away and make it into private. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it might want to, but it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, because they can get rid of their management thing, their whole system for the management, and get rid of their entire like overhead teams, and list it as a self-publishing thing, which allows streamers to basically self-publish their videos, so they are the ones liable for what they post, and they don't get banned, they get fines instead, like small fines for each time something that is extremely like heinous happens. So it basically cuts out the whole banning situation.
No, Nick. I don't know. Nick, what we're saying is, what I'm saying to you, Nico, that's never, ever going to happen because they...
I mean, as a thing for Amazon to do as Prime streaming, if they were to do that instead of Twitch, it would save them so much money too.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, you're never going to see that in normal things. YouTube is a product that exists. The money's already there, boys. It's just never going to stop. Yeah, I got the proper run again. I'm not changing that dodge. That dodge is that dash is actually better than the fucking parry. The parry sucks. Fuck that shit. I paid for it. That's the only thing I'm mad about. But anyway, it's just never going to happen. What's your thoughts on the idea of getting? Do you think there will be like there's going to be competitors like Rumble, but they're going to be considered a secondary, or they're going to be considered an echo chamber. A
good example of that is BitChute. Technically, now it's become that.
BitChute is gone.
Wait, it's gone completely?
Yeah, I think BitChute's dead.
That's sad.
I'll check.
What was that, DJ?
I have a
radio.
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay, I didn't hear any of that other stuff, but okay. So, okay, didn't hear that either.
You can't hear me?
No, you keep jumping in and out. It's really like...
For a second, I thought it was on the Artemis for a second. The way that it's going.
This is Capcom.
Okay. I don't know what he's saying. Sorry. Anyway, back to I guess we'll go to Ethereal. What's your thoughts on that, Ethereal?
Blame the normies because the fact that they're just so used to YouTube as being the approved thing.
That's the other thing. Like that's the other thing I was going to get to. That is actually the safety word. Like YouTube's the safety word. That's why they're really afraid of YouTube. Like that's why they're super terrified of what's going on with YouTube and the control that YouTube now has. It's pissing a lot of these people off. Like you're getting a live view of how many people do not like the new Snape on Harry Potter. We're getting a full.
Black people hate him.
Yeah, I know. And and the actor's selling the DEI stuff real hard, and that's always going to be fun on people's minds, and that's going to piss people off. So yeah, no, we're getting a front row seat of everything that's going on. So yeah, like you get to see the anger that's coming out right now. So yeah, it's going to be a fun one.
The best part is that they had originally deleted the like and dislike buttons, so it was only the like button that they could see. And everybody else had retroactively added back.
Actually, the funny thing is the dislike button was skyrocketing. It was at like 50-something thousand before they saw. Like it was really high compared to the like button, and now it's back down again. So it's gonna be an interesting beast. And what was that, DJ? We didn't hear it. I heard something and then I heard nothing. Okay. Yeah. So, Bob, your thoughts on the idea? Do you think YouTube can be... Do you think the almighty YouTube will ever be defeated? Do you think we'll have... Do you think Rumble will ever do the Hearts on Fire, Your Desire? Do you think we'll see that? Are you gonna see that, Bob, or no? Bob has no idea because he's never watched Sylvester. Never watched that. Bob, we lost Bob. Bob's gone. Bob went to the... I don't know.
Oh yeah. Is my sound better now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh yeah, I just I don't know what my train of thought was, but I just want to make train of
Okay, so no Bob. We lost Bob again.
Well, I guess I'll chime in a little bit. Yeah, I remember they took away. Oh, what's this like button you talking about? YouTube has one in use.
Yeah, the closest one is Rumble right now. Rumble is the best model we have right now at an active defeater of YouTube, and it's actually doing really good. But they're nowhere near the numbers YouTube's getting. Twitch and Kick have just become streaming services. That's all they are now. Like they're not really even on the radar. They're not competitive right now.
Do you remember the browser plugin that came out after it was dislike? It was right the previous president announced his candidacy. They got rid of the dislike button. So people created browser plugins that one took the old dislike data and cataloged it so it would actually show you the dislike count, and two, it would get new dislikes that are not officially logged at this time. So I mean, I haven't used that browser plugin in over a year, but I do like the idea. The theory, if everyone kept using it, or at least enough people to use it, it would give you a bellwether, because the problem with the Rumble, if people don't watch Rumble, then you don't get it. Right? You see the data on Rumble from people who are not using Rumble.
Well, what's even more interesting, Rumble actually, Rumble has its own thing. I don't think it's the same thing with Amazon. No one's gonna not go to use Amazon for the store. I even suggested to someone today. Someone was asking me for a computer, and they're like, "Well, what can I get for this computer? I just wanna." And what he wants to do is kind of simplistic. All his ass wants to do is record his music. And I'm like, buddy, it's called a tape cassette and a mic. That was my response. why are you spending $900, almost $1,000 on goddamn fucking on a computer you're never going to use and you're going to get annoyed with?
He wants ray tracing on his music, so he can have the ray tracing on the audio.
No, he doesn't want that.
You don't need a powerful computer to do that. You can do that on a. I understand though, if you tell someone to get a shitty base, be like a lot of people buy a piece of shit. They go, well, I'm not really into this computer stuff. Then they buy a shitty computer and they're bitching about it. It's like, well, there you go, buddy. That's why I told you to get the better one. But anyway, having besides the point, you know, you don't need a monster computer to record audio. I mean, like, you need a USB interface and a storage device in the computer that will store whatever you record. But like, if he's looking to edit, if he's looking to do fancy transformations to the audio, okay, yeah, then maybe then it makes sense. But yeah, that's my opinion on that. But at the same time, like you said, tape recorder, or you know, you could pay about $200 for a good digital audio recorder, but it kind of like useless about a computer. You know, I mean, you really just need to have a basic DAW, digital audio workstation, is like the way to connect your audio equipment into the computer, and an app like Audacity. And LCX is the prime example where I'm not like, I know she's not in the music production, although actually she does really good like her audio soundbite package is freaking hilarious. But what I'm getting at is like, she's not a professional VA or anything like that, but using a computer that some people consider modest,
but you
get done.
Yeah, you got a guy right now. I was talking to this guy, and he unfortunately has like he keeps buying computers from the store, and they're so fucking expensive. And I'm like, buddy, you're spending like when I went to go buy computers for the streaming.
He's already got a computer. He's already got an expensive computer, right?
No, he doesn't. It's a fucking slog, man. Okay, where I'm at, computers here are absolutely useless to buy. Don't buy them in town. I've told people on many occasions
that they're overpriced and underpowered.
Oh, yeah, $500 for a goddamn Pentium 2.
Yikes!
Oh, yeah.
I saw someone selling a Pentium. They had a Pentium 3. You want to know how much they wanted? $2,000.
Why?
Yeah, like,
and this was at Best Buy of all places.
Wait, no. Slow down, because Best Buy, unless you're Best Buy, which I remember Canada had a place called Future Shop, which tells me how primitive Canada is that they have to call consumer electronics things. I'm kidding, that's not nice, I apologize. That's really good.
Yep.
Beforehand, I totally agree.
but in all seriousness, though, Best Buy, I mean, like, throughout the entire supply chain, at least throughout the U.S. territories and districts, we carry current stuff. The only thing that's out of date or end of life stock would be things like open box items, but we don't buy back used machines unless you guys have a completely different structure or are missing something here.
Yeah, the advertising for it is Marty McFly.
You want to know what it is? It's because very simply put, you're in the boonies. Like, we're not talking about a town. We got a town with like population maybe 50,000 if you're lucky.
So what, they got illegitimate stock? Because that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like they're
that's literally what it is. It's illegitimate stock. I'm not joking when I say.
Wow. Okay, yeah. Like well, they still must have conventional stock. I can understand if it's overpriced.
Yeah, but it's like
duties and stuff like that.
Like, I haven't seen them have a real legit computer for years. Like, that's not a joke. That's actually me being honest. I have legit not seen them have real stock in a long time where I'm like, wow, holy shit.
So more like past stock or vintage stock.
Oh yeah, it's bad. Like, it's bad. Or my favorite, I had a computer. They had a 150 gig computer for a price of $500, 150 gig computer. Like, oh sure, if I wanted the top of the $2,000 like super duper like uber mensch computer, oh yeah, those, oh yeah, they're there. You can get them. But you're looking at such an overpriced rate. It's fucking insane, man. I'm getting my ass kicked by this thing. Fuck. All right, gotcha. Get down, you bitch. Fuck it. Like, no, it's over the top, man. It's insane how much bullshit these people want. like the price tags for this shit is just laugh out loud funny. Like I was looking at the prices of stuff and I'm like, wow, I couldn't, because I was just looking for a laptop. And before I decided to get the microcomputer, and I'm like, none of them had Ryzen, none of them had the proper processing power. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? Like really? I figured this would be like an easy buy. It's like, oh, I could just get a computer for like $800 tops, or my price tag was $500. That was my price tag, and the cheapest computer, unless I was willing to pay couple $1,000, like $2,000-$3,000, the prices they wanted for the computers I was looking for, in the range I was looking for, were so bad. I was laughing. I couldn't believe the price tag they wanted. This was bad. This was in horrible condition. And I'm like, well, I'm not buying this. This is garbage. And what's even worse, this person's going to what I like to call limit sale stores. You know those stores where you pay on layaway?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he's going.
They might have better stock based on what you told me just now.
No, their stock's even worse. They sold him a Chromebook for over $900.
A Chromebook for over $900?
It's insane, but it makes sense in the context of like export duties, and I know everything is more expensive in Canada by default because you got the VAT. So in that context, I get it, but it's like it sounds to me that like my initial plan of like spend $200 on a piece of shit, like basic laptop, or even like $400 for instance to get like 16 gigs of RAM is just completely like out of touch with the reality you're describing here.
Oh no, it's out of touch with the people that you got to deal with. It all depends on the place you go. Like this is why I'm going online for my services. I don't go anywhere else for my shit anymore. At this point, I'm like, nope, no point. It's not worth it. Like I got everything I wanted for under $1,000. Like, and this works great. We are live streaming right now, and you can see me. My character is speeding through the levels like fucking Grease Lightning. Go, Grease Lightning, go. I am fucking Speed Racer right now. And I am, even though I got my ass kicked a bunch of fucking times, it's like, yeah, no, I'm going real quick. You can see my character's just murder horning through the stage. And that is like, this is faster, and I'm still going really good. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's good. Like, I could probably run Medieval on here, and I wouldn't have a problem. And that Medieval's probably the most beefiest program I probably want to get my hands on. But no, like, the price tag for this is absurd. Like, you buying a junker, man, you'll get a junker for a good price. In a city like here, where they don't know, they smell when you buy a product, man. They smell it off you. It's like, oh, you're buying a computer. Like, I was looking at the prices, I couldn't believe it. And most of these were Pentiums that they wanted. They're like Pentiums out of date by a fucking, some of them were out of date by 10 years. A Pentium 2? They were trying to sell a Pentium 2 for fucking $600. I'm like, how about no? Trying to sell a Pentium 2 for that price. Fuck off.
How old are those?
I don't know what the price tag for Pentium 2, but they're pretty old. But no, it was made me laugh, made me cry, and I thought it was stupid, and I felt like I was just having a good laugh at the bullshit that they were doing.
At least your Easter wasn't ruined by finding a human skull during an egg hunt.
Oh, who found that? Explain that one, there.
You want me to post the article?
Oh yeah, sure, post the article, and Bob will read it off while we're playing our game for another half hour.
Oh, joy.
Okay, this one in general.
This isn't one of those where it's like you got to get a subscription or else they hide it from you.
No, I clicked on it and read some of it.
Uh-oh.
Because that is always the biggest issue that I have with some of these, especially like journalist sites. It's like, subscribe to our newsletter, $20 a month. I'm like, how about no? Where'd you put it?
In general.
Ah, shit, that hurt.
Human skull sounds okay.
New York, boys! New York!
Nope, wrong state. What was it? Oh, wait, maybe not.
Yeah, it was New York, wasn't it?
Long Beach, California.
Oh, Long Beach, California. It wasn't New York. Oh, damn. Hurt this one time.
Oh, come on, they'll correct me the safe state at times. And I live in New York.
Yeah, Long Beach, California. A family looking for Easter eggs made disturbing discovery of human skull. Cool. The human remains were found at DeForest Park in Long Beach. Police said in a statement, according to NBC News, along with the skull, a mandible was also found. The bones were near a walking trail about in the 50-acre park south of Los Angeles. Well, that tells me all I need to know. KTLA, I'm not sure what KTLA is, said the small skull was partially buried. It is not known how long the remains have been at the park, according to the Los Angeles Times. The remains were taken to a forensic science center. Officials have not determined the gender or age of the bones. This appears to be a quote. At first we saw the family there doing like an Easter... I'm sorry. Yeah, this is California. Doing like an Easter egg hunt. But they were freaking out a little bit. Witness Mark Zaldana tells KCBS. So just the word "like" in that sentence. Oh, that is so Valley Girl. That appears to be the end of it. Unless going down, there's a bunch of ads. Yeah, and it links to other things. So, morbid discovery of a skull that is yet to be determined, found during an Easter egg hunt. Top part of the skull and half a mandible. They also said here in KTLA, small skull. That does not bode well. Granted, human remains in general don't bode well, but a small skull?
I mean, if it's fossilized, it wouldn't be that much of an issue.
Yeah, if it was fossilized, you'd probably take it to like the Bone Museum for the forensics and figure out it probably belonged to some ancient native tribe, like a burial ground there or something. Which also doesn't bode well, and it explains why LA is cursed.
Well, dude,
it's like Pet Cemetery logic.
Well, that's why Black Dahlia's, all I gotta say.
I wish it was a bit longer. None of the details probably came out yet.
Not yet, I guess. But no, overall, it's something that's creepy. It's not Hills Have Eyes last Mimsy bad, but that's bad. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, we all remember the last movie.
Never seen it.
Well, no,
it's not about the last movie itself, but I can tell him the details of it.
Yeah. So what happened? We'll tell the tale. The last movie. Okay, go ahead.
I thought I was going to tell a tale, damn it.
Okay, go ahead, Bob. Go ahead.
Okay. So, this was, if I'm not mistaken, during Easter. This was around Easter time. A showing of the last Mimsy, you know, a family flick, and a bunch of families went there because, hey, it's Easter. After the Easter egg hunt, we're going to take our kids to watch this family-friendly movie, The Last Mimsy. There was a cock-up somewhere in the movie theater, and for the first section of the showing of The Last Mimsy, it was like the first 2 hours of The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah, that is one of the funniest things. Like, this is like, and that is a nasty movie. I don't know if anyone's ever watched that movie.
If I'm not mistaken, the scene, when I say like 2 hours, it was like 2 hours in the movie or something, and it was a pregnant woman scene. Not very kosher, not very cool. Especially to be showing to a movie that's rated for like, families. You know, there were 5 to 8-year-olds in that movie theater.
Yep.
One of the quotes from the mother, or one of the parents, was that the kid asked them, so is that what mom's gonna have, or how does that happen? Because they noticed the pregnant stomach, and it's just like, I would probably lose my shit if I was a parent in that situation. I won't lie. Yeah.
I got Yep, I'd be rather mad. But I do like the fact, it was how little. It's not the worst thing we've had in the theaters. Again, I still think the worst thing in the theaters was the absolute hilarity of a bunch of cucumbers during 50 Shades of Grey, which to this day I'm not even sure if
yeah, the cucumbers with the condoms in the movie theaters. I want to say, like, one of them may have been legit, but I think the rest are just like pranks.
I think so too. I think those were all pranks.
I think if I'm willing to be a betting man, I'm willing to bet like somebody who's like movie theater staff who usually does cleanup just placed it there and then took a photo and then like posted it anonymously.
Yeah, I have hope for humanity. Okay, I do have some hope for humanity.
Yeah.
Not a lot of hope, but I do have hope for humanity. By the way, this game is actually pretty good. Like I'm freaking loving this so far. And both characters play differently. Like if you play the male character, you play like a more of a Mega Man kung fu shooting game, which I actually like. I think that's a neat idea. That's kind of a neat trick they did. This is actually kind of cool. Like both characters play differently depending on what you want to play. Woo, there we go. All right, power up and. So no, I overall not Last Mimsy was kind of a fun little thing. Not again, there's some weird Easter stuff. Like I didn't want to get too much into the macabre of Easter because you know it's a sacred holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That usually is the thing. Is something that is supposed to be really nice and to be cherished. I mean, how many horror stories happen during Christmas?
A lot.
And I'm not even talking about the crashed cars. But for some reason, there always seems to be somebody in an accident during Christmas time because I guess we forget how to drive on icy roads. Every year, without fail, there's always at least 3. Usually 1 to 2 during Thanksgiving, and then another during Christmas time. The most I have seen during one season, 1 year, was a total of 8.
Yeah.
During Thanksgiving. There was 12 for Christmas.
Look. My favorite one will always be the time that the devil came down and walked around and they found his hoof where in a British town. We'll have to talk about that one of these days for Monday Madness.
That'd be an interesting bit of research.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is kind of funny in a lot of ways, some of the weird stuff that society has happened. Get lost. No more of that freaking shooting over my head bullshit.
So you got rounds moving over your head.
Yeah, one of the anime fairy characters, where the hell they are, they're like fight characters or pit characters. They have an ability that allows them to do certain stupid shit. Some characters have other techniques. It's a neat idea. Yeah,
carrying an angry hornet with above your head.
Yeah, do you think they laugh too? They're annoying.
You know, put you in the crack of the impact.
Bob's fighting angry hornets now.
Am I?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, you have the hornets, remember? The D&D campaign, the Ravenloft campaign you're in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the filler episode that we're having.
It's not really a filler episode.
Bro, it's a filler episode, alright? One person wanted to go to the nasty place of Ravenloft, and now we're in a filler episode.
I thought the one person wanted to go to Ravenloft. It was something I was planning on doing eventually.
Fuck Ravenloft. I don't know why people like that place. I went there once, didn't like it. Don't want to go there again.
Didn't we go there for that Chuckets mission?
Yep, we went there, and it was the clowns from hell. Skeleton clowns, too.
But we made a good friend there, didn't we? We made that awesome musician there.
Yeah.
Yes, that wasn't Ravenloft, guys. That was just a pocket dimension. This is actual.
It's a pocket dimension. Fuck off.
This is an actual Ravenloft boy. Come on.
Yeah, Ravenloft's little pocket.
Yep.
I don't want to think about Ravenloft's little pocket.
Yeah.
That sounds like a romantic novel, dude.
It probably is at some point. It's probably a fanfiction for all I know.
Yeah. This is just a pocket dimension. That's
what the Argonian made in the Sandy Spear and the Alakir.
Oh no, it would be far worse.
Ravenloft's little pocket.
No, it would be the female bard's first day on the job, and she's going to Ravenloft. She's taking all those cards.
Squirt bottle, down, back.
Yeah, down, Bob. Yeah. Anyway,
hey, don't say down, Bob.
Both of you. You gave him the ideas.
I took.
Yep. That can many things.
If we weren't in a filler episode, we wouldn't be here.
Something wrong with
buttons. Goddamn keys!
Well, that gave me another idea. The deck of many domains. Or deck of many realms.
You stop with your playing cards, sir. I am not here to play blackjack. I'm here to make sure my crew gets out safely and alive.
So we'll have to definitely think about the deck of I'll have to definitely think about that deck of cards. So that might be
The amount of micros that I constantly do. I'm still doing calculations for the ship on the side.
You're doing micro and making macro just like craziness going on.
It's like, dude, I am doing micro, just trying to calculate, okay, I know the crew's in their town and all of that, but we're in a pocket dimension. For all we know, we can come back 2 years later and they fuck off.
Yep.
This is why I am a bit more stressed with Captain Bob than any other character. Most characters I'm getting from. But Captain Bob is like, I work for this. The rest of the players work for this.
Welcome to the club.
To go down in flames.
That's how I was at Froggy when I was doing the guild master stuff. I would keep track of everything for the guild and all the payments and who was still on board and what was going on with the guild members.
Yeah.
I actually that was kind of funny. I got pushed out of the boss battle after defeating it. That was kind of an interesting little thing. Overall, this game is actually pretty good. I don't know if I'll keep playing it on the channel. This is something I might play on the side, but I'm actually not minding this. This game's pretty fun so far.
Oh, yeah. Also, Nico, when we were talking about hitchhikers, I don't know why, but for the life of me, I kept thinking about the way you imagine things.
Yeah.
Like, just the wild, crazy shit you come up with. And I was like, are you sure you didn't write Hitchhiker's Guide? Because this book is fucking wild.
Yeah, it would be if I wrote that book, it would be 1,000 times more crazier. And it would have a lot more, I guess you would say, a lot more creatures in it and a lot more insanity going on.
Okay, so what you're telling me is Hitchhiker's Guide is Nico's imagination safe mode.
That's after they go through the guardrails and everything.
Oh, no. Nice try, Nico. No, legit, Hitchhiker's Guide is legit compared to other books. Trust me. There's other Hitchhiker Guide books. There's the Titanica. There's all the other stuff. We're not going to get into that because it's a huge, massive book collection. Trust me, Nico's
Stop trying to be boring, Chief. Stop it. Let us have our fun. Come on.
All right, guys, we are cutting it off. It's actually 9 o'clock. That's why I was.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Close it up.
I'd like to thank everybody. Tomorrow we'll be finishing up some more Guardians of the new Guardians comic, and we'll be doing.
I'm sorry?
What?
Guardians of the Galaxy?
He's gonna have it. He's gonna have the cocaine addicted Groot.
Bro, Snowflame. I may have been a voice actor for him just for our reading of it, but I fucking love the character already. All right.
Dude, that's what
he only has like 6 more films, and one of them is getting killed by a poison dart frog up the nose.
Spicy frog.
Yeah, it's bad. They turned him into a fucking like he was a stupid character. He was a joke character to begin with, but boy, did they ever fuck with him. I'd like to thank everybody who enjoyed us having our rants. We'll be doing another later on, throwback tomorrow. And then I guess we're done until Saturday when we'll be doing the Flophouse and Rumble. All right, have yourselves a good night, guys, and we'll see you next time on 4 Chief Reviews. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.